Starting. I just slapped my dick.
Yeah, I saw that. Seems like a terrible replacement to it. Last episode, my heroes delve into the sewage to find a vampire, which, for Judith, was a completely unknown entity. And to... what's her name again?
Jade?
Jade, she was too stupid to describe. They found nothing but slime poop shit monsters.
Is this my fake ass? This is my fake ass
Vampire.
card.
We found poop ass monsters, and everyone got sick except for Neo.
Was it just Neo that didn't get sick?
Yeah, I think Neo's the only one who passed.
Okay.
Even though he was the one
That sounds right to me.
who dove straight in.
That sounds right anyways.
You build Neo in your fan fiction.
You collected some gems. I
lot
remember
of
you
gems.
got them appraised, but I don't remember if you decided to convert them over to gold or if you decided to hold on to them.
I have not converted them yet. As it seems.
Don't you have a...
It's right
You
here.
have like a card.
It's right there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. So yeah, those are 1,000 gold.
It's poop
total?
money.
Okay.
This added all together was around 2,000 gold, 2,000 something.
I think you wrote it on like the Team Wealth card or something. Not that card because you didn't use that one.
Yeah, fuck your cards. I don't like your cards.
Yeah, no kidding.
1,600, 2,000,
Yeah,
2,360. That's how much in total it's worth.
perfect. And you forgot the rest of that. I just fucked up your notes.
Thanks, man. Very important notes here.
Yeah, very. And I remember you went to a tavern to sleep off the rest of the night.
Oh, these are more important for you than they are for me. Alright.
And yeah, you wake up the next morning. You know what?
Completely fine. No problems.
I will say,
Feeling super great.
you're not feeling so hot. Where's my... Let me just check the veins.
What was it? Like a sniffle? Like a cough? Like a light cough or something?
Yeah, you got some weird fungus growing out of your eyes.
Ah, I
Like
see.
some
Oh,
sort
I
of-
don't see, but...
No, yeah. No. It's probably just a sniffle. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's probably a sniffle.
Oh, I was looking at an aboleth earlier. That's cool.
So,
You're definitely not fighting an aboleth, by the way.
You're just no fun.
No. Sickened.
I'm not finding anything.
Oh,
I'm
there's
gonna be
only
so
one power level to sickened? Man, that's lame.
Alright, go.
You're sick.
What?
the four of you are sick.
My nose is red.
Neo,
I'm
everyone
coughing.
else is fine.
My eyes are watery.
More like your stomach is really, really sore, and you probably
You
woke up
drank
in the
the
middle
poop.
of the night a couple times.
Oh, to take a...
To like
To take
either take a shit or
Yeah,
to
yeah.
puke. You know,
Yeah.
you know how sick people are.
Yeah.
Those sickos.
Sickos. Very true. But Neo thinks his alcoholism is completely fortified. So he has no problem.
Yeah,
with it.
Neo is an alcoholic, so he's fine. In this
Yeah.
in this universe, he's an alcoholic, so he's fine, obviously.
Well, I mean, when we do the prequel, we'll find out why he drinks so much.
Right.
It's because
It's definitely a whole different Neo. Just
yeah, no, it's because a monster killed his wife, mother, daughter, granddaughter,
this will be my first time testing this out, so let's see how it works.
son, father, grandson.
Boom, you're sick. Yeah, that worked better than I thought. Boom, you're sick. Boom, you're sick. Him not so much.
And neither is Stevie because there's no representation. So
Right, yeah, he's just dead.
No, Stevie's not dead. No.
Okay, so you wake up the next morning. Your stomach is just awful feeling. Everybody's not feeling well. You guys eventually meet up down in the bar.
You guys been throwing up all night.
Yeah.
Stevie, how are you, baby?
I'm not doing so hot. He just throws up in the middle of the floor.
Oh, not here, babies. No, Stevie, no. Where the fuck is Neo?
Neo just wakes up, comes jolly down the staircase. Hey guys.
Neo, you don't feel sick?
I'm a little hungover.
Not hungover. Like, ill.
No. I mean, like, my stomach is a little sore from the hangover.
Oh, Christ. I think we're dying, Neo.
You got my text about enchanters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just didn't want magic shots with pre-made items. You just want us to enchant.
Yep.
Well, I'll give
Enchanting makes more sense for open weapons, so we'll stick with
I'll
that.
give them sick names so that way you can fill up future magic shops with creations.
Right, sure.
The horns of affluency. That's that first one. The one I never got enchanted.
Horns of influency?
Affluency.
Oh, fluency. Okay, yeah.
Curious influency.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for each person. We'll say that was for Judith. This one's for
Jade.
Okay, this one's for Groot. Alright. About an hour goes by, you finally get something to eat, fill your stomachs.
Stevie.
I almost forgot about Steve.
Yeah.
But,
'Cause
fill
you
your
think he's
stomachs.
dead.
You guys are like, you're sweating bullets and stuff, but over time, all of you seem to feel better, except for Groot. Groot's still not feeling well. He'll probably be sick for the rest of the day.
We'll find him dead the next day.
Yeah.
You gotta promise if anyone lands a 1, just die for the Z.
But he's not feeling too hot right now. Ooh, a 7. What does that mean?
Alright. Well, I'm feeling a whole lot better. What about you, Stevie?
Yeah. Do I have an allowance now?
Well, you did almost survive death, so here's a red gem. Plop.
What? This is so cool. He gives you a big old hug. What is it worth?
Well, I don't know. Shiny, though.
It is.
It'd be 900, right? With 9?
Yeah, well...
It's 100 per. It
Is
was
that
10 or
1,000 total?
1,000. 10 was 1,000.
Okay, yeah, so it's gotta be 100. So...
Alright. Anything given to him is not team money. Stevie gets to do whatever the hell he wants.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
He's his own individual.
Yeah. He was a growing boy.
I'm gonna buy a horse! And he just runs away.
Oh, geez, Stevie. Alright, well, we lost him.
Yeah, he's gone. He's just left the tavern.
Well,
Lost in a town that he'd never has been in before.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. He's a warrior, right?
Yeah. Well, Groot, you ain't looking so hot.
No, I'm not. Not feeling too well. Maybe some more of that herbal tea that they've got here.
Oh, that was their spit can.
I gotta stop believing everything that dwarf tells me.
This tavern sucks. Well, we all got sick except for Neo, and we still haven't killed a single vampire just yet.
Oh right, we were looking for a vampire.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, the sewage was a bust. Thanks, Jade.
That was your idea.
Based on your facts, Jay.
It was your idea. I never said let's look in the sewer.
And
we got a bunch of money out of that. What do you mean it was a bust?
Well, I never asked to get sick, but, you know, I ain't complaining. Alright. So.
I wonder what that was.
Exactly. Someone was just throwing arrows.
Oh, one landed in. Oh, never mind. It rolled from a 19 to a 1.
Well, is there anyone we can go to get some information on the vampires, the vampiros? Anybody? Propose anything?
Roll a logic check. You thought you had points in logic.
No, absolutely not. I was the person who did. Alright, here we go, Jade. 1d8.
20.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh, Groot's not sick anymore.
I feel good. Ugh.
Wow, that tea really did the spy that he throws back up in the bucket. Who'd you roll for?
That was Jade. Yeah.
Jade rolled. Alright. Jade's just so smart.
Jade's intelligent.
Jade is thinking a little bit more. She says, I don't know anybody in particular that would be helpful. Wasn't that other guy that like tagged along with us for a little while supposed to look stuff up in a library or something?
Did we assign that to him?
Do we know where he is?
Well, wait a minute, yeah. Where's Steve O or whatever? What's his name? Steven. What in the heck? Well, it wasn't even for the vampires. Oh, geez, we're here for a completely different reason. I completely forgot. Off to the library to find Steven.
Okay. You make it to the library, and you look around. No big Steven in sight. No little Steven either.
He's
Actually, roll a perception check. Let's see if little Steven decides to randomly run in here.
Perception.
Just start with the d20. Okay, you better roll up.
No, I don't. I forgot that was a lie.
Oh, is that you got?
Yep.
Yeah, no, you don't see anyone else other than the four of you.
Steven!
You see a little old gnomish man shuffle up to you. Says, please, this is a library. We're supposed to be quiet.
I'm sorry, ma'am. But you are a ma'am, right?
No. I'm indeed a sir.
Sorry, sir.
My name is Gunther. If you would like to, please just sit down and enjoy.
We're not here
our
to
meeting.
partake in the books, Gunther.
Oh,
We're
okay.
looking for an elf man named Steven.
I can't say I know of an elf man named Steven. I
He's-
know of a human man named Steven.
Well, that does us no good. I'm
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
I'm talking about an elf man who's the nerdiest looking thing you've ever seen.
I've seen a lot of nerdiest looking things coming in and out of this library, and I don't really know much about an old elf man named Steven.
Alright, well, if you don't mind, Steven! I walked past him.
Wind in the air.
Steven!
I think at this point you're the only one walking ahead. Everybody else is just like embarrassed. What's going on?
Well, no one else is in here. It's
There's a
got
couple people hanging out by the, just like hanging out in a couple of like reclining chairs.
Alright, well, Steven's dead.
Okay.
And all the knowledge that he was looking for is gone with him.
Yep.
We'll never know. Alright, well, we're out of here, guys. Wait a minute. I go back
Yeah,
to
exactly. Wait a minute.
I go back to Sir Gunther.
Oh, he's like now at this point behind a counter, just like, or it looks like he's probably taking in some books that were like checked back into the library.
You got any books on vampires?
That's what I was thinking.
You were thinking that, right?
Jade was like, thinking
Oh.
that. She was like, "What are you leaving?" She was gonna be like, "What are you leaving for? Aren't we supposed to look up what vampires do, or whatever?"
I almost forgot. Just like a freaking Steven.
We have a small selection. We could probably maybe find some books to help you in your research. What is it you're looking for?
Specifically vampires that live here in your good city.
I don't think there are any vampires here.
Bro.
You are an asshole. It's your pencil, so. It's whatever.
Okay. Never liked it.
I'll just hold on to mine.
Never liked it anyway.
Yeah, it was a little too
I'm aware like a nerd.
cliche.
You have nothing on the vampires of your good old city?
I don't think we have vampires here.
I'm sorry. We were just on a mission to find a vampire. It's very clearly a vampire because 7 people have been killed by being bit in the neck.
Well, that sounds like a cannibal.
A cannibal will finish every part of the buffalo.
I don't know if that's true. Have you eaten a whole buffalo?
Are you
before?
a cannibal?
Have you eaten a whole buffalo before?
There's no buffalo in this world. Sorry, you know what you're talking about.
I heard they're back east.
Well then. Alright, what about vampires in general? Vampires in
We
the
might
city.
be able to help you.
Alright, take me to the
Okay.
book.
He takes you to a book.
The tome.
This one is not really so much like a knowledge book, more so like probably like a journal of some sort that looks to have been like picked up during somebody's adventure, maybe sold to the library. But one of the key words, everybody that like writes books in this world will write down some key words on the front side of the book that usually will be like some of the types of different topics that can be read upon. And one of the key words that was written down was vampires. So it's kind of like their go-to book to anybody that wants to.
I flip, I
read
see
up on
vampires,
vampires.
page 6, flip there. It's a picture. Hey, this ain't funny, sir. This is a picture of a dick here.
Flips the book over.
Oh. My bad.
That man there, his name is Lancelot.
Oh, alright. I'm sorry about that.
You know the legend of Lancelot, don't you?
Yes, but I'm glad my son ain't here to hear it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want my son here to hear it either.
I'm sorry. Continue to show us how to navigate a
Anyways,
book.
so this is Lancelot's journal. And it was later in his life that he had come across a vampire by the name, I believe, and he like takes the book and starts investigating the page a little bit. Eventually he lands on a single word. He points it back to you. It says Strahd.
Strahd.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who's Strahd again?
The Von Strahd, the master vampire.
Von Strahd.
If you would actually read the book, it would tell you all about it.
I think I forgot one very key detail about Judith. She's illiterate.
Okay.
I think she is.
Sure.
I don't remember if that was that or
Sure.
Temujin.
Probably both, I don't know.
Yeah. For all I know.
I feel like Temujin's grandfather would have taught him to read.
Yep, that was his backstory. I bet earlier I said she was illiterate, but she can read a word here and there. Well, sir, I read the words and but in person. Could not put it together, friend. Quality reading.
Would you like me to read it for you?
That'd be very nice.
Okay. I don't get paid enough to do this. He gets out from where you guys are standing, takes you over to a table, and he just kind of goes over some of the little details. It's not super helpful. It's basically just this guy Lancelot who was talking about a vampire that he had come across, and really he just talked about how he slayed the vampire. He was basically snuck up in the vampire's castle the dead of night, Mr. Strahd, or Von Strahd.
Von Strahd.
And he came up to the vampire while it was slumbering. The vampire, he almost mistook the vampire because this is probably a notable thing that you can jot down, is that vampire, well, you don't have to literally jot it down, but just to keep in your mind that vampires, when they're sleeping, they actually take on a corpse-like appearance. So when they're sleeping, they don't actually look alive, they just look like a dead person. And he basically described how he took a stake to the vampire's heart in his sleep.
This Lancelot sounds like a coward.
Well, you probably wouldn't want to fight a vampire that has been alive for thousands and thousands of years with his infinite vast knowledge of the arcane darkness known as entropy magic.
Well, there ain't no castle here.
No, there is. He points out with- but it's not a vampire's castle, of course. It's our mage's castle.
Your mage's castle. And your mage ain't a vampire?
No. Oh, I mean, not
You
that
seen
I
it come out during the day?
He doesn't really come out often. You know what? He'd be a vampire. He might be a vampire. I've seen him a couple times.
But at night.
No, he's out of the day. But he doesn't come out often.
Alright. Well, that doesn't help us.
Roll a logic check for Jade. Jade chimes in talking about how when she was young, she's also heard that sometimes sunlight doesn't immediately kill vampires, so they can technically survive at least a little while in sunlight.
Well, let's pay a visit to your good old mage. Thank you, Mr. Gunther.
He bows.
We're about to kill your mage.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. He is very powerful.
Yeah, we heard it before. Anyways, let's go roll out.
Alright, roll out.
I transform into a truck.
We all jump in.
I go for
Roll a
my
perception
son
check.
first.
Yeah, I was about to say roll a perception check. Since you're actively looking, I'll give you advantage 1.
Hell yeah. That was a 4 again.
What's your perception score?
Nothing.
Oh, you'd roll a second d20 and take the higher then. Nope. Looking around, keep calling his name. Still no.
Where the hell is that boy? I'm
no
gonna beat his
Steven in
ass so
sight.
hard.
You go to the tower.
He's there.
No.
With the mage.
You go to the tower, right?
Alright.
Roll a perception check for everyone. Just let's see who notices this.
We're also. Is he with us?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course it is. I mean, roll for everyone separately.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
who notices this. Here, you roll one more. I'll just roll 2. Okay. Judith and Neo don't notice
That was
anything.
Jade.
Okay, Judith and Jade don't notice anything.
Yeah.
Neo and
You did, Neo?
Neo and Groot, they both decide to walk up, or like they're like following behind you, right? But as you guys are walking up, they both like you notice they have this like confused look on their face, and then they stop you. They're like, wait, did you guys see that?
See what?
No, never mind. It's stupid. And then they keep walking. But
no,
they're
it
definitely
ain't stupid.
They're definitely noticing. And they're like, okay, this is fucking trippy. And you're like, you're seeing this, right, Groot? And he's like, yeah, I'm seeing this. But actually, Groot would have disadvantage, I think, because he's sick. So Groot probably didn't notice. Neo's probably the only one that noticed
Yeah.
this. But what do you call it? As you guys are getting up to the tower, Neo says, I'm telling you, I think the tower grew as we were walking up.
Neo, look, I don't know if you're a newborn babe in this world, but tall things become taller.
No,
As
like
you
I'm
get
serious.
close
Like
to
it
them.
wasn't that tall. It wasn't this tall. You guys are like right up next to the tower now. It wasn't this tall earlier.
And then put it in feet, we think. Raised by 10, 15.
Probably like 20 feet.
That's pretty significant.
And like looking up at it, a ballpark guesstimate, you'd probably guess it's like 80 feet tall by now. And it's not that wide. It's probably only like 15 or 20 feet like circular circumference.
Well, am I at a door?
Strangely enough, no doors. There's a couple windows around the wizard's building.
Alright, I
No
grab
doors.
a rock.
Okay. you grab a pebble. It's mostly dirt roads.
Yeah.
But you grab like a pebble, like a pretty sizable pebble. You grab a pebble that looks like this, basically.
Yeah.
A D20.
Alright. We got to might roll, right?
Are you gonna throw the rock?
Oh yeah, right
Yeah.
at the window.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Might roll then.
2d6 right
2d8. Yep,
No.
6 points, right?
6 points this last two.
You have 6 points, right?
So 2d8.
Yeah, it's 2d8. You gotta change that.
That's only about to change.
You gotta change that.
What if I don't want to get
You gotta fucking change that, kid. You also have advantage. Oh no, that's only on your greatsword.
Yeah, it's.
I'm trying to give you more dice. So yeah, 2d8s. You exploded the 20. So 13, so that's 33. Plus another 13 is 46. You take that pebble, and you don't think it's that heavy, and then you're just like, ugh, you really give it a good throw, and you actually...
You see it light a flame as it goes through the sky.
You chip the window. You didn't think it was heavy enough to chip a window.
Yeah.
But it's... Apparently it's heavy enough to chip the window.
I need to talk to a mage! Alright. I take out a javelin.
Okay. You take out a javelin.
I aim it at the same window.
Alright, go ahead and roll. What is that? 12. I'm gonna go ahead and say you take a few steps back, okay?
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to throw this javelin, and you're probably like, 20, 30 feet away from the building at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good wind up, and chuck your javelin as hard as you can at the window. And you're so certain that you're about to hit the window when suddenly, boom, no window.
Oh.
No window, and the javelin points right into the brick wall and falls back down to the
Oh,
ground.
I get it back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Window disappeared.
Well, ain't that crazy. Alright!
Roll a...
I aim the fireball ring
Let me roll
at
something
the
real quick.
concrete in front of the brick laying.
Let me roll something real quick.
Okay.
Let me figure out this guy's score. Roll a perception check.
For everyone or just me?
Just one die.
Oh, that's good.
Really good. You're really perceptive today.
Yeah. Well, we just survived an illness, so...
Yeah. Okay. You look around. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to this other page. There we go. So you look around the castle, and at some point, when none of you guys are looking, you turn around, or you hear a voice behind you guys speaking up. We say, and as you turn around to look at the person that's speaking to you, you see, as you look down, you see a little goblin guy, just like with a notebook in hand that looks blank as you look down in his notebook, and he has like a quill pen. He's got some spectacles on, long pointed ears, typical goblin stuff, bald head, things like that.
Hello, little guy. Where's your parents?
You are the ones trying to speak to the wizard?
Very much so. We just want to have a little chat with him.
The wizard isn't taking any guests today. Could I get your name so that you can make a reservation?
Oh, it's Judas Seraphim, and I'd like to speak to him today.
Right. He writes down your name. And then... Have you seen Harry Potter?
A little bit.
You know the journal where he writes something in and it disappears?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. He writes in your name, and then he just clamps the book shut. And then he crosses his arms in front of his shoulders, or in front of his chest, holding the book up. And he's like, the wizard isn't able to see anyone today. He is busy currently. He
I
is
saw no
actually
one
out
else
of
on
town.
that list.
I'm going to go.
Where's the wizard?
He is currently out of town.
Completely out of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just as no attacks by vampires are not happening.
Right. He's busy.
That's highly coincidental. You know, alright, Mr. Goblin, what's your name again?
My name is Not.
Not. Yeah, like K-N-O-T?
Like N-O-T-T.
Sorry for that name. Well, you tell your wizard boy that we'll be back.
He turns around and starts walking over to the tower. Takes his quill pen and draws out a door. And then
we'll rush in.
Walks. Okay. I was expecting this, but go ahead. It's a pretty small door because he's only a goblin, so he doesn't have to make a really big door.
I'm diving.
So you're gonna have to squeeze in.
Diving in.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna say, since it's a quick sprint, plus you're trying to dive in through the door, I'm gonna say agility.
My best skill.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good roll. Pretty good.
Once again.
Judith, in a moment of
Intelligence.
brilliance, complete brilliance, decides to take a running dive into this door. And just as you get halfway through, you see just as you're about halfway there, you can see the goblin turn around as he's walking through the door. As he turns around, as it looks like he's probably about to shut the door, his eyes just go wide at the sight of this giant hulking lady running in and taking a jumping dive through the door. And just as you get up there, your hand gets through the door and nothing else. The door just closes and your arm is just surrounded by a brick wall. And you try and move your fingers around, but it feels like your fingers are also closed by a brick wall.
Guys, I got myself in a little pickle.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Well, there's only one way to save me. I use the ring of fire on my right hand.
Oh, we don't chop your arm off.
No, we don't. Let's go.
You use the ring of fireballs?
Yeah.
On your hand that's stuck inside of the
I mean, it's the one with the ring.
right hand?
Yeah.
Okay. You just use it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I think it's 2d6 energy damage.
Alright. Hurt me that badly?
Explodes in a 3x3 square. Harming everything. Okay. Flammable stuff. Catch on fire, dealing an additional 1d6 persist. Oh. Okay, so you roll 2d6 plus d20. It's like an attack roll. I mean, your hand is in the area, so...
It's gonna hit something.
Yeah, it's definitely just gonna explode.
Oh, this exploded.
Yeah, that exploded.
I don't know if I...
Oh, hold on. 14. That's 18 now.
Alright, I really don't want to keep going. Alright.
Oh, shit.
I get 2 explosions of the thing I don't want to hurt me that badly.
18, so that's 21 versus your guard. What's your guard?
14. No, that's not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. 18. So that's 3 points of damage to you.
That ain't too bad. I don't have lethal damage anymore, right? I still have a list of lethal damage. I don't remember what that's from.
I think you do. That was from the Displacer Beast.
Oh, I never really got... No, I went to a doctor for that.
You went to a doctor for it, and you got a cream, but you only healed 1 lethal damage from that so far. And because you've been doing excruciating... Or, I can't remember what I described it as. because you were doing extra work.
Since I'm not relaxing.
Yeah,
That's
basically,
why.
since you're
Yeah.
not sitting back relaxing, you
Alright.
haven't been healing it.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, what happens?
Your hand is on fire. Well, not literally on fire, but it hurts like a motherfucker. I'm trying to think, what would the guard be for... I mean, the guard would be really high for a castle wall, because it's a wall.
Yeah, but how thick is it? I mean, if we say my arm was in here, I was probably at the edge.
I was thinking like halfway up the forearm.
So I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Of the rock.
Yeah.
If it's 3x3 explosion, one would assume they just...
But it's just fire.
Explosive fire. It's energy, man. You know what they say about energy?
You know what? I'll roll for the castle's fortitude. And I'll just make up that it's 2d8s. It's 21. It's 21 versus your 21.
God damn it. Defense wins. I mean, none of it turned to molten lava.
I'll say that no, because defense doesn't win in this game.
Oh, yeah. No, in this game.
So you technically deal 3 points of damage. It caves in a little bit. You kind of got a little more wiggle room. But that's really all it did.
Alright, I'll weaken it, guys. My arm is hella hurt.
I'll let you roll one might check to see if you can squeeze your arm out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do have that ability to be super strong all the time.
It's 2d8s. Yeah, that's good enough. You're just like in a moment of panic and anger. You like position yourself so you can get 1 foot right against the wall, and you just push and pull everything you got, and your arm slips free. And as you look at your arm, it's just completely blackened and all charred up, and it's just got really bad burn marks
It's
on it.
just a flesh wound.
Yeah, basically. It's all skeleton now. It only destroyed the flesh.
I take my greatsword and I'm starting to like bang on that piece of wall that I kind of broke down.
Okay. It's a great sword. It doesn't do anything to a wall, to a stone wall.
Jay, do you got anything explosive anymore? I'm tired of this thing.
She casts lightning. She can cast fire. Although she's not going to have as big an explosion using her fire or lightning because she doesn't specialize in area.
Alright, that's it. We're doing siege warfare against this absentee wizard. To the nearest ammo store.
Okay, you go to an ammo store, whatever that is.
Well, I guess gunpowder is what I really want.
Jade speaks up, is like, weren't we supposed to be looking for a vampire?
This is the vampire!
It's not I don't think it's the vampire, maybe? I don't know. She just follows you.
You should have told me before I jumped into that door.
Why did you try and jump through the door?
I don't know. I thought I'd get in there or something. I forgot it was a small man.
Frantically, you're like looking around. Eventually,
I want TNT.
if you're looking for TNT, one of the guys leads you to a small little hut. And as you go into the hut, there's like a human, like a really old guy, just fucking like literal crazy professor looking guy, right? Big goggle type glasses, bald head, white hair sticking up and out, like covered in smoke and smudge,
Mad
and
scientist.
some sort of lab coat. Yeah, basically like a mad scientist type guy. And as you walk in, he either doesn't notice you guys walk in or he's just ignoring you at this point, and you can see he's like frantically looking for something behind the counters as he's like mumbling to himself.
Excuse me, sir?
Where is it? I need it. And he's like climbing on shelves and like trying to like look for things.
I need TNT.
He just like takes his hand, gives you like the one moment finger, and then goes back to doing what he's doing. He was like, "Where is it?" in his anger, he eventually stumbles down from the bookshelf that he was climbing up on. The whole shelf just kind of falls down. But he catches himself, and he lands right in front of you. What did you need?
TNT dynamite.
I'll give you advantage 10 on the persuasion check.
Just for that.
Just for that, that was awesome. What is your persuasion score?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, then you actually only get advantage 1, so roll another d20.
Damn.
In this game, anytime you have like advantage a number, if you only roll a d20, the highest advantage or disadvantage is 1. So you rolled it. You tell him you need some dynamite. He says. He just like looks at you for a moment. He's like, dynamite. Why didn't I think of that? And then he runs away. He just runs away behind the counter. You look over the counter as he's running past it, and you see him lift up like a trap door to a basement, and he just like jumps in, and then he's gone for like 5 minutes.
All right.
You just see something plop up inside of a sack or something like that, and then he jumps up and he muscles up out of the
But
trap
this time
door.
he's lubed up.
Right, yeah. Shuts the trap door, comes back around. He says, dynamite, dynamite. And then he dumps over, and it's just a bag full of dynamite. Sticks of dynamite.
Oh, shit.
He's just tossing it around.
I mean, of course.
How
Sir.
much did you need?
Oh, well, how much is a stick of dynamite?
1 stick. 10 gold.
Only 10 gold?
Yes.
I'll buy the entire sack.
You're my kind of gal. Takes the stack, throws all the dynamite back into the stack, and then he hunks it over, and he like hands it up to you. Where's that gold?
Oh, it's right.
The whole sack is 30 dynamite sticks. So that's 300 gold.
That's chump change.
Yeah, I know.
How much is buy them? 10 gold per?
10 gold for each one. Wait, what? Platinum? Yeah, 10. Yeah, platinum is 10 gold. 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Alright, well, I'll give it to him in the form of rered gems.
Okay. He inspects the gems. He's like, whoa.
Gross.
That's all he does.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't fuck the gems.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Alright. We take it. Thank you, sir. And I didn't catch your name. I like your style.
What's your name?
Judith Seraphim.
Judith. I think we're going to be great friends. My name is Victor.
Well, Victor, we'll be in touch.
Yes.
And definitely if you're a vampire.
Touch.
No. I walked out with the sack.
Okay. As you're walking out, he goes back to whatever the fuck he was searching for before.
Alright.
So you have a whole sack of dynamite now.
I throw the entire bag in that little damaged part I made. I walk away.
Judith, please think about this.
Jade shoot lightning at that bag of dynamite.
No, I'm not going to do that.
We're like 35 feet away. We're safe.
Just, Jade.
No,
Neo
Jade.
takes you by the
Oh,
shoulders.
Jade.
Neo takes you by the shoulders, and he just, like, pulls you down. He's like, think about this. You're trying to start a war, first of all, with a wizard who's supposedly really fucking strong and can make windows disappear when he is not anywhere near us.
I thought that was just a trick of the light.
And second of all, if he really is a vampire, do you want to do this right now?
I guess you're right. I'm sorry, guys. It was just a bad night of sleep, and poor decisions. I miss my son.
Mom! He comes back. I don't know what the fuck he bought. He comes back and he's got like a whole like handful of just like sweets and like just different pastries and stuff like that.
Oh, Stevie!
And he's like, you can see he's definitely been eating a bunch. He's got like sugar all over his face.
You're just so grounded.
He starts eating them.
He's
like, I got you one.
I don't want my son to be a fat kid.
He's like, I got you one. He holds it up too.
Thank you, baby. Let's take this dynamite back home.
Dynamite?
Don't worry about it. Alright. Well, we live out our days in the city till the mage comes back. Oh, shit. I knew it dropped out.
We're not missing anymore, right?
No, dude.
I just come down here and all of a sudden there's a trap door.
Don't touch that. It's my trap door. We wait out. We live our lives.
Alright.
We eat. We cherish. We have sex. We buy a house. We marry. We grow old.
Alright, 1 year later. 1 year of growing old later.
Yeah.
No.
Stevie hit puberty.
We'll say a couple days go by. You can heal up that last bit of whatever. You can just heal up everything at this point. Does anyone have creation magic or no?
I do.
Oh yeah, you do. That's right. So yeah, guys, live your life for the next couple days, hanging out.
There's a good memory where I took.
Is there anything you want to do
Stevie-
within that time? Because I know you were supposed.
Well,
to
nothing
go
with
for a
rolling.
vampire.
I want to form bonds. You know, I went fishing with Stevie. He caught. Tell me.
You caught 4 fish in 3 days.
It's pretty good, Stevie. I caught.
You caught 19 fish in 4 days or 3 days.
All right. I told Jade that I think she's cute, and the response was,
Get away from me.
"It was
Damn
a
it.
toy."
You don't have to look at it.
It was a toy.
I didn't have to look at it.
It's
It's not really like a getaway. It's more like you're joking, right?
huh?
It's more like a you're joking, right? Type of response.
Oh no, it's and I'm too embarrassed now to continue. And Groot's died from his disease.
Oh yeah, Groot feels better now.
We all miss Groot.
Guys, I'm right here.
Oh shit! All right, those are the days.
4 days go by. You wake up next day, or that third day, and you look around, and as you walk up to the wizard's castle, you see a door form in front of you.
Is it where I put my hand?
No, it's like other side.
Is
of
it
the
still
wall.
destroyed?
No,
Okay.
it's actually repaired.
All right.
But yeah, you see a door form in front of you guys while you're walking up. And as you're walking up, there's a sign. And it says, only one of you.
Well, I sling the stick of dynamite bag over my shoulder. I'll be back, guys.
Another sign appears. Don't forget the dynamite.
Shit. How do you know? I put it down.
It's almost like the DM is the wizard.
I put it down and I walk into
You
the
meet
door.
Wizard Ezekiel.
Yeah.
I'm going to name him that now.
Alright, good.
I wasn't gonna, but now I'm gonna.
Good.
You put the dynamite down. We'll say Groot holds on to it for you for now. As you walk up to the door, you pull on the door handle and it opens up and you step through and you go to shut the door, and as soon as you shut the door it kind of vanishes and it's just wall again, stone wall. And it's dark for a moment until suddenly it starts to like illuminate in a blue aura, which you can't really pinpoint where it's coming from.
All of you wizards are super pretentious.
You see a staircase that looks like it spirals around the building.
Oh, whoop-de-doo! I walk up.
Okay, you walk up the staircase. Eventually, you reach a door on your right as you're like walking up, and there's more stairs ahead of you, but there's a door to your right. There's nothing there. It's just...
You have all the power in the world, but you gotta make us walk upstairs instead of just making one floor and teleport me to
You
the
hear a
head.
voice in your head that says, do you want to speak with me or not?
I do. It's just so much work, and I keep walking.
Keep walking up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue to walk up the stairs. 1 minute goes by. 2 minutes go by.
All right. Now you're just messing with me.
Why didn't you take the door?
Oh, I forgot it was. I'll take the door.
Alright, you walk back down, and instead of having to walk down 2 minutes, you only walk down like 5 seconds, and then you see the door again.
You could have just made the door from you.
It's not where the door goes. You open the door, and you see a wizard, or you see a human that's like, you know, not super old. Some would say 26. Some might say 27.
In the ballpark, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in that
Glasses?
area. Yeah, he has glasses with they're black, with clear spectacles, as glasses typically tend to be. A little bit more rectangular. In
He's
shape
in a
rather
Mighty
than
Nine
circular.
shirt.
Yes, he's part of the Mighty Nine.
And he's wearing sleepwear.
Yeah, he's got his PJs on, getting ready to go to bed, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, masturbate.
Oh. Gross.
He's got a friend over, he's a brown kid. No, I'm just kidding.
Needs that friend for diversity reasons.
Yeah,
For some
yeah.
reason, I don't know.
No, but yeah, you walk in and you see him, and he's got like a saucer plate and a little cup of tea. Really pretentious little asshole. Sips on the tea as he sets the tea down and sets it onto a desk in front of him. Says, "You wish to speak with me?"
Yes, I do. I mean, I was on a sheet for 3 days, waiting in line to speak with you.
What did you wish to speak of?
I have only but one question.
And what is that?
Are you a vampire?
No.
A vampire would say that. Alright, if you're not a vampire, then who is?
I don't know. But I know who you're looking for. Those attacks that have been going on around the city.
Yeah. We were in the sewers not too long ago. Fought some shit monsters. And then
You fought the Otion.
we fought 2 of them, actually.
You fought both of the Otions.
Yeah, pretty easily.
You killed the Otions.
I mean, I said I fought them, and I fight to kill.
Okay, we'll take care of it.
And we helped your tower for some bandits who were trying to break in.
Bandits?
Yeah,
I
they-
don't remember seeing any bandits.
They launched an explosive raid on your tower.
I don't remember this.
I stopped them, hurt my arm in the process.
Oh, you're the one that made that hole in the wall.
Oh, it wasn't me, sir. No, sir.
Oh, strange, given that the hole was hand-shaped.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. But look, can you help us out with this vampire or not?
I could probably help you out with knowledge of vampires, but I don't know who the
Oh,
vampire is.
everyone just gives me knowledge about vampires, but I don't know anything. One said they're in a castle, so I thought it was you. You're the only one at this dumbass, pretentious castle thing. And then the other, my dumb friend Jade thinks vampires live in sewers. We go there, we find 2 Uxioks you're impressed about for some damn reason. And now you're telling me that you have information on vampires. You can tell me they sleep with a teddy bear at night?
I'm not impressed that you killed the Otions.
Oh.
I'm more concerned.
Is that we killed the Uxioks?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because they were our means of getting rid of sewage.
I'm sorry about that. We don't know the first thing about sewage, so
Just like, Starts rubbing his head in stress. I get that you're trying to look for the vampire. But I can't help you. I don't know who the vampire is. I don't know where they reside. The only thing I know is what you know. There were a couple of kills at one man's house, another man's house, and there were a couple of kills in the Lover's Quarrel, I believe. That inn down in the southwest side of town.
You can't use your magics to kind of like perceive them?
Not unless I know exactly who they are.
That's like...
Speaking of, who are you?
Judith Seraphim.
Nice to meet you.
I don't tell everyone I meet this, but I'm half Celestial. So I'm better than you.
Really?
Yeah, last time I checked in the hierarchy chart. And I don't need all this bullshit. I just need me.
As you look around, it's actually a pretty simplified... Like, other than, like, the tricks that he's doing, like, making it light up and the endless staircase and whatnot.
The dancing brooms.
The place that he's in right now is actually a pretty simple layout. It's just, like, a rug on the floor in the center of the room, a couple of desks sat up, one of them with 2 chairs in front of it, and then, like, a single window. Other than that, not really much furniture to be had. Everything else is unnecessary, it seems, in his eyes.
Well, look, we'll keep on investigating. I don't know what this city does. Doesn't know how to protect. Doesn't have an army. Doesn't have a major. Does shit. Doesn't have anything. This city sucks. I'm gonna fix it.
How are you supposed to do that?
My fist.
Last time I saw you use that greatsword.
Oh, my greatsword is an extension of my fist. Well,
You're very curious, Judith.
I am inquisitive. Can you stop staring at me?
I like staring at you. I like to keep my eyes on the people that I invite into my home.
Well, can you, like, zap me outside or something?
Do you wish to not be inside anymore?
Yeah, I think you're useless.
The door is right over there.
Oh my god, all this power! You just don't even teleport me! And I leave the door.
Alright, as you open up the door, it leads to outside again. The others see you as you're coming out, and they start asking you questions like, what did you find out? What did you learn?
The mages are still pretentious, know-it-all dumbasses who know nothing.
The door's still behind you. The others see the wizard walk up, and the wizard says, if anybody else would have any questions sometime in the near future, do come back. And he shuts the door, and the door disappears.
Again, pretentious. I said this 1,000 times. Well, off to the Lover's Quarrel.
Okay. You guys head out to the Lover's Quarrel. Probably Neo. I don't know. You guys head out to the Lover's Quarrel.
Alright.
Steven's still with you. He's just been buying a whole bunch of nonsense. Some things to keep him occupied, like a couple toys and stuff like that.
Alright.
With that piece of red gem that you gave him, and then he
I also
eventually
gave him a
turned
stick
it
of
into
dynamite to play with.
Okay. You gave him a stick of dynamite.
Yeah. Alright.
You make it up there, and it's a pretty seedy place.
Yeah, I heard them saying there was a seedy spot where the vampire was. I get there.
Okay.
And
You walk in. It's like midday at this point, so it's pretty empty. But you do see a couple of guards hanging out in the front, just by the door.
Alright. We're here to investigate the murders.
The murders happened days ago.
I mean, we can ask questions.
Right. Well, what did you want to know?
Well, Where were the bite marks?
He just takes his finger and runs it across his neck.
There were just 2 bite marks from one side to the other.
It's 2 bite marks either here or 2 bite marks either here.
Alright. And they were dead?
As far as we could tell, they were rotting.
Alright, don't mean a thing. Well, alright, well, how many were there?
Here?
How many dead?
Here?
Yeah.
2.
2 dead. Same day? Same night?
No.
Different day, different night.
Yeah.
So resident.
About spread apart 2 weeks.
2 weeks. What were the exact dates?
I'd say one was about 5 days ago, and the other one was about 2 weeks before that.
Alright, I would like to confiscate all records of anyone staying here in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, talk to the big man over there.
Alright.
You look over to the bartender, and it's this, like, half giant, half something else.
Well, he's a big man.
Yeah, he's a big man. You're not really quite sure exactly what the nature of his race is, but he is about maybe 13 or 14 feet tall. And as he turns around, he just looks at you and says, "Yeah."
I need all records of the people who stayed here in the last 2 weeks. Where's your ledgers?
For what?
I'm investigating on behalf of... What's the city's name again?
Mist Mill.
The MPD.
Roll a deception check.
I do presence as authority?
Nope.
God damn it.
You have no authority over this guy. He looks at you and says, "Right." And he just turns around and starts cleaning up, like, the top shelves.
I'm being on the bar table thing.
Roll presence, I guess.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Things are about to change.
22. Let me roll real quick. I'm trying to think, what skill would this be? Oh. Skills. Do you say anything while you're yelling at him? Or while you bang on the floor?
We have the authority to shut this place down.
So close. As you bang on the counter, you see him jump in a little bit of a fright. But he calms himself down again. And he turns around and looks at you. And you can see he is not happy with what's going on right now. He feels like he is trapped in a corner type of fight or flight type situation at this moment. As he looks at you, you can see his teeth are kind of gritting a little bit as he gets angrier. And he says, "What do you need them for, exactly?"
We just want to see who stayed here at your lovely, lovely lovers' quarrel in the past 2 weeks, so we may identify who might be the murderer of said victims, Charlene and and Josephine.
Smooth. One minute.
Okay.
He walks away, grabs a book behind behind the counter, just grabs like a book, and he flips back. Or actually, he just lays the book out in front of you. It says here. Just tosses it in front of you, an open book, and
Alright,
it
Jade,
looks
I need
like
you-
it's today's people that are supposed to be staying in rooms so far.
Jay, I need you to look at this. You can't read.
Jade comes up and starts investigating the book. What exactly did you want me to look for?
I need anyone who stayed from the first murder to the last murder, when they checked out and checked in. Be approximately staying here for 2 weeks. So, Yeah, something like that.
The big guy speaks up. So this is about the murders.
Yeah, do you have anything else to hide? Alright. Just wanted to make sure.
Jade looks through the books. She opens up a page that was on the 5th day, like from 5 days ago, and then opens up to 2 weeks before that. She says, so you want me to figure out what's in these pages?
Well, within 2 weeks, because if it's one murder, then 5 days after it's another murder. So within 1 week and 1 week, that person will stay. Well, 1 week for the first murder, 1 week for the other murder.
So you want me to just get all the names?
Yeah, they were staying in that precise time span.
So you want me to pick the murder from 5 days ago and do like 3 days before and after?
Yeah.
And you want me to just jot down all these names?
Absolutely.
I am not doing that for you. That is too many names.
We're confiscating the ledger. Well, these specific pages, I rip them off.
You do that, and this guy is pissed when you do that. You just fucked with his system.
We'll hand them back to you in the next day or two.
You better give me those back right now.
You will get them back.
Because if you don't give them back to me, I will get angry. You will like when I'm angry.
I jump up and grab his collar.
Alright, he goes into a rage. Go ahead and roll for initiative. He goes into a barbaric rage.
You know, I complete that. Grab his collar.
Yeah, you grabbed his collar and now he's ready to fight. Roll for initiative.
Shit. I kind of overstepped my boundary.
A little bit. I don't have a thing for this guy.
This unknown giant.
Shit. And I don't have my PDF that I usually use. Wait, oh my god, it's already on here. I don't want to do this. God, this
Well,
sucks.
give me a second. I pull his collar close to me and I'm like, I'll give you money.
Well, go ahead and roll for initiative. Let's figure out who goes first.
Well, that wasn't for Judith. This was definitely someone else. This 5. That's for
Alright, you rolled a 5.
not for Jade.
Yeah, definitely,
Judith. Not
definitely
for
for
Judith.
Judith.
No.
Alright, he rolled first. He goes first. Well, let me see if I can find something for this. I might have to use an actual giant stats, and you would be fucked if that was the case.
Ah, we can find it.
Alright.
I just don't want to kill him. He's an innocent man.
No, it stopped scrolling. No, I scrolled too much. Why is there no back to the top button? Man,
I don't remember. What determines their ability to roll for initiative?
agility.
Oh, okay. So
Right. I was gonna do a stone giant, but it won't scroll over
No.
on this stupid website. So he's a frost giant now.
Alright, 23 for Neo. So Neo and Jade are 23. Groot is 9. Judith is 5.
Jade goes first. What was Neo's?
The same, 23.
Oh, Jade and Neo go first.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, sure, whatever.
Neo goes first.
I was gonna say maybe we should not give them a round because they would probably be caught off.
Oh, don't
by
worry about
it.
it.
Jade and Neo go first.
Neo initiates like a charm. He just reverses it back a little bit before all this started.
Oh, okay. You see, he goes back, we'll say 10 seconds, just about before.
I grab the collar.
Yeah, either before. I'll let you decide. You want to go back before you grab his collar, or do you want to go back before you rip out the pages?
Yeah, before I rip out the pages.
Okay. He goes back like
15.
20 seconds, yeah, we'll say. And like, it's just at the line where like Jade was like, I am not taking down all of these names. And Neo can take his action.
Neo interferes like, we'll pay for some of these pages of this ledger. We'll pay you well, and we will return them.
As Judith is just like right here ready to rip them out.
Yeah, he probably puts his hand over her head.
Does Judith comply?
She's like, well, that's one way to do it.
He's just staring at you guys. He's obviously still not having it.
Alright. What about 600 gold?
You can borrow the ledger for the evening. He puts out his hand and expects 600 gold.
I put 8 green gems in his hand.
What does that even mean?
600 gold.
Oh, that's what you have there? Okay.
Yeah.
He takes them. He just looks at you. He's like, "You're fucking kidding me, right?"
I didn't say in what form it was gonna be in.
He takes it and then pockets it begrudgingly. Crosses his arms. Keeps his eyes on you guys like a hawk.
We're leaving and we're coming back in the evening.
No. You have to do this here if you're going to do this. You can't just take the book. I need it in case new guests come in.
And then what was the point of paying you?
So you could look through the book.
Alright.
Okay. You go and find a tape with something.
Does it go back to cleaning?
No. And like I said, he's watching you guys like a hawk. So.
Alright. Well, so what do you need? What names look suspicious to you, Jade?
So just names. She's like jotting them down.
Just like any of them who were literally staying there as both murders were being committed.
Oh, so you only wanted those 2 days?
Well, you said the murders were 5 days apart.
No, the murder was 5 days ago, and then 2 weeks before that.
Oh, yeah,
Those were
okay,
the two
yeah.
murders.
Okay, I confused with exactly what you said. So yes, absolutely. Those couple days.
She's angry with you. Flips to the 2 exact days. She compares them both. Compares and contrasts the 2 pages. There are 3 names that come to you. One of them is gonna be like, one of these things just doesn't belong here.
Vampire McMurder stuff.
No, but you'll
Who would have thought?
You'll immediately catch it. I'm telling you right now. So the first name that looks familiar, that is, the same between the 2, or between the 2 pages. One of them is. I gotta come up with first and last names. Mateo Amaya. That's the first name.
Alright.
The second name is.
These are the suspects, right?
Shea Lyric. These are just 3 names that come out on those 2 days that are similar.
Shara Mirlik?
Shea Lyric. Lyric.
Alright.
And then the last name that you see is Leia Molotov.
Leia Molotov.
Leia Molotov. Layla Molotov.
Oh, Layla.
Like
yeah.
Leia, but Layla. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant it was like some fucking pun.
Just a terrorist. Leia Molotov.
Leia Molotov. Alright.
Those are the 3 names that you get that are on both days of the murders, are both in the building.
How good's your memory, Giant?
Depends on what you need.
I hope 600 gold was enough to kind of rejigger it up there.
Maybe another 600.
No, we'll kill you then. We ain't gonna get that far right now. Alright, so did any of these, I'm gonna list 3 names out. Can you remember if any of these people were pale and possibly had sunglasses?
You know what? I can say with utmost confidence, none of them had sunglasses.
Alright, eliminate that, that part right there. Alright. Mateo Amaya.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Was he pale?
Not really. Like he's light skinned, but not
Shea
pale.
Lyric.
That name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Layla Molotov.
I feel like I remember her, but I'm not 100% certain.
Do you remember her tone of skin?
I don't. She was light skinned. I can't say if she was pale or not.
Are you colorblind?
No.
Alright. Why don't you remember Shea Lyric?
Just doesn't ring a bell.
Of course it doesn't. Jay, does that look like his handwriting? For Shea?
You're the Goliaths?
Does it look like the other handwriting?
What are you talking about? Other handwriting? I don't know what you mean by
The ledger's written in. If it's him writing it all the time, it all looks the same.
It's not him writing it every time. It's
Oh.
it's like a check-in book. The people that come in, he's like, oh, here, check this
Oh,
out.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was a ledger as in like he's keeping track.
I mean, it is a ledger, but it's
But
seconds as a
it's not
sign.
the one writing in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, do you know what room Shea was staying in? It should say it on the
Yeah, it says it right on the page, actually. He takes a look at it real quick, and then he checks through, actually, and she changed in 2 different rooms. The one 5 days ago, he points out was an upstairs room closest to the bar, which is like, just imagine this is like on the bar. This is the staircase up. It goes like up like this, and then it wraps around. So he points to this room.
Okay.
It's like right above the bar, basically the furthest away room, essentially.
Okay.
And then in the night from 2 weeks ago, she was in the closest room upstairs. So right up the stairs, and then straight ahead is the door.
Is it normal policy to change rooms? Give me a minute. To change rooms mid-stay?
Well, she wasn't staying the whole 2 weeks. Her name doesn't show up in the rest of it.
So she came and then she left and she came back.
Looks like she stayed a couple nights on the first visit, and then 3 nights on the second visit.
May we inspect those rooms?
Roll a persuasion check. Your favorite skill. He hands you a key.
That's the first time ever that works. Alright, thank you for your compliance. The MPD will remember this. Walk upstairs. It's the first room she stayed in.
Okay. First room she stayed in?
Yeah.
So that's like the farthest away room.
Yeah.
So you walk in. It's pretty normal room. It's like a rug, like an entrance rug for you to wipe your feet off. You walk up ahead, there's like a closet to your right, and then you walk up a little further, and then there's like a bed. There's a shelf for you to lay some stuff on, a single desk with a seat, and it's just like a double bed mattress.
Alright, I want you to detect magic throughout the room. Forgot how that went.
Yeah, I gotta remember that too. It's called detection, right?
Yeah. I think I choose what I want to
Choose
detect.
holy,
Yeah.
unholy, life, death, or magic.
Alright, we have time, so I'm literally gonna go look through all of them.
Okay. So if you want to, you can write these down.
Yep.
Holy, none.
Of course.
Unholy, none. Life, none. Death, there is a small, very, 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 very faint aura by the bed.
it.
And magic, none.
Alright. I searched the room, though, for anything weird. Beyond detection of just search for anything.
Roll a perception check.
Just stands out. 12.
You take a look at the room. Other than the detection, it just seems like a normal room.
Alright.
Check under the bed. Smell loose floorboards. Nothing under the rug.
Alright. We headed to the other room.
Okay. You head into the first room.
Tech magic all over.
Same situation, just none across the board
Okay.
on that room.
Alright. Well, that seemed like a bust. I felt some death magic in the first room.
You felt death magic?
Yeah, I
That's
felt like
crazy.
felt like spicy.
What does that even mean?
It feels spicy.
It feels spicy.
Yeah. Best description.
Like spicy as hot or spicy as like good tasting?
Like
seasoning.
like they overspiced it.
Like is it like Chipotle or is it like Tabasco?
Like an in-between. Well, that's it. That's part of your world. Death magic. It always leaves a taste of spiciness in your mouth every time it's used and or detected. Alright. So, well, that was no good. How did it, well, okay.
Actually, you know what I want you to do? I want you to roll a perception check. We're going to backtrack just a tiny bit. Roll a perception check. I'm going to say, after investigating the first room, you never dropped the boon. Because why would you?
Yeah,
you know,
well,
you're going to use it again anyways,
Yeah.
as you walk into this other room.
Yeah.
You do notice, as you're walking by one of the other rooms, inside of that room, you can't see it because it's behind a door, but you can just feel there's something about death inside this room as you're walking by. And it's like up the stairs, second room. Not the first room, but the second
Yeah.
room. So as you're walking by, you
Stop
notice it.
everyone with a hand
Alright.
gesture. I put my ear against the door.
Roll a perception check. Silence. Except for Neo. What are you doing?
Hello. Knock on the door. Room service!
They just look at you really confused.
Just play along.
Silence.
Room service!
The Goliath shouts out, "No one's in there!"
What? Wait, who?
The Goliath. The guy behind the bar.
How'd you know I was at this door?
What?
How'd you know I was here?
What are you talking about? I can see you. I'm right here.
Oh.
I'm right here down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Can I answer this one then?
The key works for all.
Alright. Skeleton key. That's illegal and against code 47. But, you know.
Not if it's my key. As the owner of the building.
Alright, we enter that room.
Okay. With the the boons still up, detecting death, you look over behind the like past the closet and stuff, and you can see a much stronger sense of death had taken place inside of the bed. Not literally in the bed, but you know what I mean.
Someone has a naughty gun here. I called down from the second story. Who stayed in this room?
Bunch of people.
Alright, I mean in the last couple of weeks.
Jade goes and runs out and says, of the 3 names that you've seen, the only other person to rent the room out wasn't on the list.
What do you mean?
So, like, this room was probably from the 5 day ago mark.
Yeah.
The room was rented out by a man of the name Marco.
Okay. And his friend.
Marco Schlavi.
sound like a fucking sleazy mafia guy.
Yeah.
Marco Slavi. Alright. Alright, well, is Marco pale?
The Goliath looks up to you and says, Marco's the one that died.
Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot his name, it wasn't that important. Alright.
I don't know if I ever gave you a name.
You did it.
Alright, sure.
Alright. Well, clearly someone was here and got killed. I can see that. Huh. We search that room.
Make a perception check. As you look around, nothing immediately catches your eye, but obviously nothing really gets by you. As you're investigating floor panels, nothing. As you're investigating the desks, nothing. As you're investigating the bed, nothing. You're about to give up on it until you just see like a shift in light against the wall. Not so much like an actual literal shift in light, but almost as if something was on the wall that you didn't notice before.
I go up to it.
You go up to it and you investigate it, kind of poke around a little bit.
Yeah.
You notice that the wall is textured, but for some reason you go and touch the wall and it's just perfectly smooth feeling.
I press it in.
You push into the wall and nothing happens. But as you look around the room, the whole room seems to, like, the whole, like, shell of the room has seemed to take in this form where everything seems kind of textured. Like, even the floors now, as you look closer and start feeling the floors, the floorboards are perfectly smooth, even though you can tell they're clearly, like, not smooth floorboards.
Jay, do you see what I'm seeing?
She's like, I don't know what you're feeling.
I said seeing, but alright. This entire thing, this entire room, walls and floor, smooth like a baby's bottom.
Everyone starts feeling it, and they're all confused.
It's like we're on an ecstasy train.
Yeah, it is. Fall back into the bed.
Music playing.
Yeah. Nirvana starts playing.
Yeah. Can you explain that, Jade?
No. I don't know what this is.
I mean, is that death permeating from all of it? Or just
the bed.
And it's smooth. I have a feeling this place is an illusion.
Maybe.
An illusion.
Why would there
magic.
be an illusion in?
I'm not sure. Why would there be an illusion in your inn?
Why are you assuming there's an illusion?
Come up here. It's definitely an illusion.
He climbs up the staircase and he ducks into the bedroom. Says, "What is the illusion here?"
Touch it. Smooth like a baby's bottom. Go to your other room
The
to touch
air?
it. Well, the air is pretty smooth too. I'm talking about the walls, the floor.
He feels it, and he's feeling the same thing you guys are feeling. He's confused, but he doesn't understand where you're going with this.
This room was never part of your inn.
What?
This room is an illusion.
This room is just like every other room.
No, the other rooms aren't smooth.
Have you tried touching the other rooms?
I quickly go to a different room and touch it.
Okay, yeah, it's not the same.
It was pretty rough. Just within it. Nah, this is smooth. This is an illusion here, and I'm about to break the illusion.
How are you gonna do that?
Dynamite.
You better be hang up. If you think you're gonna set dynamite off inside of my inn, then you got another thing coming.
No, this ain't your inn here.
This is my inn.
This here is not your inn. The vampire wants you to think it's your inn. $600 gold says I'm right.
Deal. But you're not allowed to use dynamite.
I'm also supposed to find out.
He doesn't care. He just leaves.
Alright, well, we gotta prove it's an illusion. Can't do it with dynamite. I don't know how else to do it. That was the one trick in the bag.
Roll a. What are even the skills available at this point? Roll will for everyone. I'm gonna say Neo eventually crashes on the bed inside of the room.
Out of exhaustion.
More like just boredom, I would say.
Okay. He was drunk again, isn't
I mean, no. It's midday. He's not drunk.
he turned into a fish.
Well, as you're looking at Neo, it looks like he's trying to talk to you, but you can't hear him.
Neo. I put my head as close as possible, my face as close as possible to his face.
What are you doing?
It seems like you're in a muted bubble.
What?
You heard me?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
does
can't
that
hear
mean?
you outside. Watch this. Pull my head out. Speak. Nothing. Nothing, man. That's what I'm saying. Go right back to his face.
That's weird.
Right?
Wait, you try it. And then he gets up out of the bed.
Alright, I lay in the bed.
Oh,
Fuck you.
he didn't hear anything, but he knows what you said. I should have just been like this. Now speak.
Just try to read my lips. Well, look at here. We got some muting field here. Smooth walls,
Hold on a second, I'm gonna check
smooth
something.
floors.
Hold on a second. Roll an alteration check for Jade. Which should, I think it's 5 points for, I think.
Yep, 2d6.
So 18. How many points is this? Yeah. She recognizes the spell as a silence spell. Strangely though, it's not alteration magic that causes this. She is able to cast the spell. She even shows you that she can cast the spell and like demonstrates it to you. But she says that whatever this type of magic is different.
Well, it's death magic according to my detecting.
And Jade speaks up again and says, well, the only thing I could think of that would be death magic is entropy magic. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense for a vampire. I don't know.
I wouldn't take your word as expertise.
Did you want my help or not?
I'm just joshing you. Alright, we're gonna have to confiscate this inn. You got illegal death magic.
Groot is not Groot, sorry. The Goliath is confused. He's like, what? What are you talking about?
Come over here.
Climbs back up the staircase again. Comes into the room.
Don't lay on your bed. You're gonna break it. Just put your face in the bed.
He like crawls up and puts his face like cheek on bed.
Alright, now speak. Can't hear you. Now let me go in there and you get out. No, well, you can hear me, right? Yeah. Alright, you get out.
Okay. And he gets his head out of the bed.
We're gonna get our 600 gold back.
He just looks around confused.
Well,
But what does that mean?
Someone casted this magic so the victim's hurtling screams cannot be heard.
But who? You're not getting anywhere closer.
But who? Is the question I'm having here. There's a little bit of death magic in the door in the room next door.
Micah Schlaba would have known. Whatever his last name was.
I don't even know you got the first name right.
I think I did. Micah?
Is it Micah?
Pretty sure.
I didn't write it down.
I remember the first thing I thought it was Marcus. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that again. I didn't write it down, so you could be right for all I
That
know.
was Micah.
Okay. Well, is he a resident of this city? Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Is he a resident of the underworld?
The graveyard?
No, they don't help us. Well, we got the first thing. Someone already is using your inn as a way to kill people.
Well, they only... If it is all the same person, they only killed 2 people here.
That's enough to be a serial killer in my book.
Well, yeah, but there have been other kills.
Yeah, but that requires me to walk and use another day.
I just don't understand why you're trying to pin this on me.
I'm not pinning this on you. You're super insecure. Look, big boy, I'm just saying there has been heavy death magic in this inn, and I'm not sure about this one. I just need to confiscate the inn just for a couple of days until we figure out this vampire business.
But what would that even accomplish?
Well,
Also, what do you mean by confiscate? Like, you just want the inn closed down?
this is what's gonna happen.
Because I can close the inn down for you for a couple of days if you pay me. It's Mission Impossible, guys.
I need to go into my headphones. No.
Yeah, put it closer.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say.
You also, yeah, you gotta start from the beginning too.
All right. Not that loud. Here's my plan. All right, we're gonna be confiscating your inn, and once you're out, we're gonna take it over as the new owners. Vampire only inn. We will only have the most delectable corpses stay at our inn and invite for vampire fun. And once we attract enough vampires, we'll find out which one casted that spell and take him into custody. And we'll be dressed as vampires.
He reaches over to your record player, stops the music while I pull up your Apple Pay, and says, he leans in close, says, in October, we already have Vampire Day. It won't work.
Vampiro Fest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll wait till October.
It's a pretty long time from now. Dozens of murders go by. And you just don't follow up on any of them.
They're all gonna be in one place. What about it? I throw in the stick of dynamite, boom, done. Alright, don't wait till October. Although that'd be fun. I also don't want to continue the investigation because I have to wake up early.
All we need to find out, Groot speaks up, and says, is who killed, or maybe not even who killed him, Micah, but who was last seen with him, maybe.
Alright, big guy. Anything about that?
He kind of leans back against the shelves. You can tell he's actually really trying to help out. It's just he hasn't been able to be very helpful.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
What he's thinking. And then you see a sudden realization as his eyes go wide. He says, wait a minute. He was with that girl that night. I remember, he introduced me to her.
Shea Lyric?
No, someone else.
Layla Molotov?
I think it was her.
What room was she staying in?
They flip through the pages. 2 weeks ago, far room. 5 days ago, that room. But she didn't really sign in on those days. Or she didn't buy the rooms on those days.
Yeah. Go in there, do my detection.
Huh?
They're not rooms I investigated yet, right?
There are a couple rooms that you haven't investigated.
Well, no, I'm saying the rooms she specifically stated. Have I investigated those? No, right?
Yeah, you have.
Oh.
The first room that you
The
investigated.
death magic one.
She was in like 2 weeks ago. That was the one with the really light
Yeah.
death magic. And then this room is the one that Micah. Maybe I called him Marco.
Ah, it was Marco. It was Marco. It was because I made the joke Polo.
Micah is like, he was the one that got that room. But I remember she was with him. They're on a date or something. I don't remember.
One of those things. Well, I lead.
Just pull up the picture. Pull up my vampire. And be like, she looks like this.
Well, we got our lead. But now, how do we find her?
Only time will tell.
In the next episode.
Of Dragon Ball Z.
Damn. I like this I like being a police officer, a detective.
I hate it. You're really bad at it.
I'm mad at it.
You're so terrible.
That's great.
I gave you the bad answer.
The final one, I did great till then.
What did you even do?
I said, look at the ledger.
Well, yeah, anyone would have done that, though.
That's detection work right there. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Backwards.
I need some information on Neo because I want to do I want to DM the next one. Start your prequel trilogy.
You want to DM the next one?
Just for your Neo thing.
You want to DM the next one?
Yeah.
Like, actually.
Yeah.
Alright. Fine. Let me stop this. You guys don't get to know about Neo.
No, you will.
Eventually, maybe. Okay, bye.